Version 5.8 of Genshin Impact is starting to look a lot more exciting and unpredictable than anyone expected. Up until recently, most of us thought the roadmap was crystal clear. Sark and Dahlia were lined up for version 5.7, and with their full kits revealed, the assumption was that things were locked in. But just as the community started focusing on farming and pulling for these two characters, leaks and rumors started to surface, shifting attention straight to 5.8. Now, here's the interesting part. Version 5.8 was already expected to be the traditional summer update. If you've been around for a while, you know these summer patches usually come with seasonal content, limited-time maps, exclusive storylines, and, of course, new character skins. But based on what's coming out now, 5.8 might not just be about cosmetics and events. There's talk of a brand new 5-star Hydro character that no one saw coming, and that's where things get really interesting. The source of the leak is someone named I or something like that. Not the most consistent leaker by any means, but the timing and details make it hard to ignore. According to the rumor, 5.8 will include a surprise female Hydro unit tied to the summer event, and that lines up well with what Hoyoverse has done in the past. These big seasonal patches always center around a strong theme, and introducing a new character that fits the vibe, especially a Hydro unit for a summer setting, would be a classic Hoyoverse move to build hype and shake things up. We still don't know if she's from Fontaine or perhaps tied to a special summer region like the Golden Apple Archipelago or Valuriam Mirage, but either way, if she's real, she'll likely be the star of the update. Whether she's playable or teased ahead of 6.0, it's clear that 5.8 might bring more than just filler before Nodcray's arrival. Now let's talk about skins, because this is something we do expect every summer. Hoyoverse tends to follow a pattern. Typically one skin for a 5-star character and one for a 4-star. This year, we're probably looking at a skin for a Fontaine character and one from Sumeru. Neuvillette and Farina are likely off the table. Archons and major lore characters rarely get alternate outfits this early. That leaves characters like Navia, Riothisli, Clorinde, and Lynette. Personally, Navia and Riothisli are the most likely picks. Navia's design already screams summer-ready, and Riothisli's casual aesthetic could easily translate into a sleek, beach-themed outfit. As for Sumeru, possible 4-star picks include Kale, Dori, Layla, Candice, Feruzan, and Kave. But here's the curveball. What if this summer event doesn't even take place in Fontaine or Sumeru? There's been speculation that it might be set in Nodcray or Mondstadt instead. If that's true, we might finally see skins for older characters that have been overlooked for years. Remember Amber? She's been with us since launch and still hasn't received a single skin. Albedo and Sucrose are also on that list. Bringing back Mondstadt characters for a summer spotlight would be the kind of nostalgic move Hoyoverse likes to pull just before a major nation release. It would also help re-engage veteran players before 6.0 hits. Now, before we get too far ahead, let's rewind to the present. While 5.8 is generating a lot of buzz, we're still in version 5.6, or at least preparing for it. So let's break down how many Primo Gems you can expect to earn during version 5.6. Whether you're free to play or have the Welkin Moon. Starting with the daily commissions, this is your most consistent source. You get 60 Primo Gems every day just for logging in and clearing your dailies. Multiply that by the 42 days that version 5.7 is expected to last. And that's already 2,520 Primo Gems locked in with minimal effort. Next up, we have the Spiral Abyss. If you're able to 36-star it consistently, you'll earn 1,200 Primo Gems every 2 weeks, which means 2,400 Primo Gems across 2 full resets during the update. Even if you can't max it out, clearing a few floors still gives you a decent reward, so definitely don't skip this. We're also getting the next round of the Imaginarium Theater, which resets on June 1st. You'll be able to earn up to 620 Primo Gems from the theater if you complete all stages and bonus objectives. That's a huge chunk you shouldn't ignore, especially since it's a newer source of gems. Now let's talk about events, which are always a major source of primogems in any update. Version 5.6 is no exception. There will be at least one major event, plus a few smaller ones, and based on past patterns, the total reward across all of them is expected to be around 2,000 primogems. These usually come from event storylines, challenges, and sometimes login bonuses. We're also getting new characters, Sark and Dahlia, which means we can expect at least one story quest and possibly a hangout event. These usually reward between 60 to 100 primogems each, so let's estimate 120 primogems total from quest content. Then we have new achievements, which come from exploration, combat, and event-specific objectives. They're small rewards on their own, but together they usually add up to around 150 primogems in a typical update. And of course, let's not forget the version update maintenance compensation. Every time a new version drops, Hoyoverse gives us 600 primogems as a thank you for putting up with the downtime. It's free, automatic, and very welcome. Finally, there are the primogem codes from the special program livestream. If you caught the livestream and claimed all 3 codes before they expired, you walked away with another 300 primogems. That brings the grand total for free-to-play players to around 9,090 primogems, or about 56 pulls. Now, if you're someone who buys the Welkin Moon, you'll get an extra 90 primogems per day, which adds up to 3,780 primogems over 42 days. That's around 23 extra pulls, bringing your total haul to about 12,870 primogems, or 79 pulls. Of course, if you're also grabbing the Battle Pass, exchanging Stardust, or earning Star Glitter from wishes, you can stretch that number even higher. But just from gameplay alone, version 5.6 is looking pretty generous, especially if you're saving up for something big coming in 5.7. That's a wrap for today's video. I hope this video helped give you a clear overview of what to expect. As always, I'll keep you updated with more details as they emerge. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.